Alright, peace, y'all. I was doing a lot of research on the brain last night, and I think it was like maybe 8 p.m. or so, and I was just watching videos and looking at diagrams and all of these other things about the brain and how the brain works and operates. Then I went to sleep and woke up at like 3 in the morning and started looking at it again, and I started making hella notes in the middle of the night about the brain. I only studied the frontal lobe and the prefrontal, I believe it's called prefrontal cortex. Yeah, something like that. And I was studying neuroplasticity and things of that nature. And I started tying these things into what I know, or what I've been studying and what I've learned and experienced about manifestation and changing your thoughts and belief systems to align with your desired reality, and then therefore changing your emotions as well, and stimulating your emotions to magnetically pull in your desired reality. And as I've been studying it, I've been studying that on like a spiritual aspects and on an energetic level. But recently, at last night, I started looking at it on an anatomical level and seeing how this shit really works, anatomical and psychological level. So yes, neuroplasticity is a thing, but I came up with a bright idea, right, to brainwash myself and how this could be helpful for other people. We have been programmed in society to do the things that are normal in society, as far as I don't know, like eating meat, Christianity, especially in America, that is like a big thing. Like, you believe in God or you're going to hell, or you gay, you going to hell, that kind of shit. Or even just like ways of acting or thinking or being, thinking or talking to yourself in a negative way or negative manner. Like I said, eating unhealthy, and how that's normalized, and how we consciously know that what we're eating is not good for us. We consciously know that when you eat a salad, that's healthy. Like, people say all the time, like if I go to a restaurant with somebody, like a typical person, an average person in America, and I get a salad or a fruit bowl, they're looking at me like, the fuck? Why you over eating that? Or this now, you trying to be healthy, or this and that. Like, they try to kind of joke about it or whatever. But it's just like, you consciously know that this is healthy to eat. And you consciously know that you shoving that pizza with fucking coagulated cow pus and cheese, aka cheese, all on pizza, and you eating that shit, and it's dead animal flesh and pus and fucking cooked blood and all of that shit. You eating all of that, which is, side note, not it. You eating all of that, and you know that it's consciously not good for you, but you eat it anyway. Shit like that. It's just like shit that's normal. Like even listening to music that's toxic, or being in toxic relationships, or allowing family members to be toxic as fuck to you just because of a role that they're playing, because they're your father, or because they're your mother, or they're your sister. You have to continue putting up with that kind of shit. Like, all of these things are programmed within your subconscious. You even without even knowing, you're even programmed to become an employee or become a slave. Like, when you're when you're going to school, they say they're preparing you for college, and then college is preparing you for employment or your career. It's not preparing you to become an entrepreneur, unless you go to a business course. But then again, why would I learn how to become an entrepreneur from somebody who works as a professor teaching me business? They're not even an entrepreneur themselves, so it's dumb. But anyway, yeah, we're programmed to become slaves. We're programmed to become ignorant, to just go with the flow, to not question things. Because, like, even when I was a kid, my grandfather, he's a minister, and as a kid I would always ask, like, well, if God created us and the universe, well, who created God? And I would ask so many questions, like, pertaining to God and all that kind of stuff. You're not supposed to question God, don't question the Lord. And it's just like, well, why the fuck not? I mean, damn, why can't I know? Why is it not okay for me to know where I come from or be curious? Why is that a crime, to be curious? And that just makes me think that we're programmed to just go with the flow and be oblivious to things. And they don't want you to question shit or ask questions or be curious or adventure and go outside your comfort zone and reprogram your subconscious. They don't want you to think about these types of things because that makes them lose control. They want you to spend your money, fuck each other all day, and take their medicine and die. That's all they want you to do. And eat garbage. I mean, they want you to just live a shit life and monetize the shit life. You live in a shit life watching TV every day or eating Hot Pockets every day. Nothing against Hot Pockets. I'm just using that as an example because it's a microwaved fucking TV dinner type food. Nothing against the Hot Pocket shit, you know, like, don't sue me. But like eating garbage, you know what I'm saying? You're eating garbage foods, and you're in toxic relationships. You're not getting any fresh air. You're not getting any sunlight. You're not trying anything new. You stand in your hometown. You're afraid to get on planes or get on a damn cruise. A lot of my family members are afraid to get on a plane, so they just use that as an excuse to not go anywhere, unless it's within driving distance. And who wants to drive all the way across the country sometimes? I mean, if I want to go to California, why the fuck I gotta drive to go out there? Type shit. So, like, especially if I'm in Georgia. So, the point is, like, we're programmed to just do what we are supposed to do, quote unquote, and conform with society. Like, raise your hand if you want to speak. Don't just blurt out your answer. You get what I'm saying? Like, have manners, be respectful, care about other people's opinions and emotions more than you do your own. All of that shit is programmed within you because your society, the people around you, your environment, your immediate family, you go to school, all these things, your teachers, they're supposed to have your best interest, but they don't sometimes. Whatever the case is, they all are programming you to be like them. Like, and even some parents like will even disown or be upset with their child for not wanting to go to college. Like, why do I have to go to college? Why do I have to do the things that's quote unquote normal? Why do I have to get married by this age or have children by this age? And why can't I be gay? Or why do I have to do this or do that? Like, all of these things. But the whole point is what I'm trying to tell you is this is all a program thing. We're all programmed to dress alike, to think alike, to act alike, to like the same things. Even like when I was growing up, like I graduated 2018 high school. I graduated high school 2018, and like that whole middle school phase for me, team light skin and dark skin was like shamed, and then brown skin was like, all right, you kind of in or whatever. It's just like we're all programmed to like lighter skinned people or mixed people. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Like, it's all a fucking program, and they keep you distracted with all of these news, like social media for sure, putting out all of these things. What celebrity fuck this celebrity, and who beat this person's ass, and who went to jail, who just got shot, or who just dropped a new album, and who just did that, and what movie just came out, or what Netflix show was good. Go watch this Netflix show. These shoes are fire because Lil Baby wearing them, so everybody gotta go wear these shoes. This brand is the shit, and you gotta do this. It's so many fucking things to keep up with. You don't have any time to focus on yourself or know who you are or know what the fuck you would actually like. Like, I was wearing Jordans and polo when I was growing up because that was like what was it. That was what you was supposed to wear. Jordans. Like, if you ain't had no Jordans, you was just a broke bum ass nigga. That's basically how you were looked at and viewed. So oh shit, I think this dog trying to yeah, that's how you were looked at and viewed. Yeah, like you were just looked at as poor and broke and lame. And so you had to go get the best shoe or convince your parent to buy the best shoe, even if they weren't even financially secure. You did that shit because you felt like this is what I needed to do in order to be accepted in school, accepted into this popular group. I got to wear these clothes. I got to talk about people. I have to trample on top of people to put myself at the top. You know what I'm saying? Step over other people just to put myself above everybody else. And there are people out there who literally, they did this shit to me, but they did it to a lot of people that I know at school also. Like, just being cool with you 1 minute, talking to you 1 minute, and then next thing you know, they'll switch up when certain people come around. And yeah, do that shit just because they wanted to make themselves look bigger than what they were or are, by stepping over somebody else. And people fell for that shit, and then they moved up in the popularity ladder. I know I'm saying all of this shit, but what I'm trying to tell you is this all is related to the brain. It's all related to what I'm about to tell you, right? So we were programmed in ways of just visualizing, like physically seeing it, having people around us doing these types of things, reading about it. They even told us fucking bullshit lies in textbooks and all that kind of shit to program you to think like, first of all, why the hell does a black race in the history textbooks in school, why does it always start at slavery? I mean, it's never, even if the book itself didn't start there, that's where the lesson started. It always started at slavery. Like, what the fuck were we doing before slavery was there? What the fuck were we doing then? And they always say we all come from Africa, but that's fucking false. My family they were native here. They were native to Alabama, North Carolina, and fucking Mississippi and shit. That's where the fuck my family from. I am native. I'm a Native fucking American. And I also got some white people in my blood, but that's like so far down the line, obviously. But yeah, like I have great grandparents that are still alive. Well, I knew my great grandfather, but he died like when I was like maybe 19, 18. So I had conversations with my great grandparents. I can call my great grandma up right now. She's like maybe 80, 90 something. I think she's 90. I don't fucking know. The point is, I just had a conversation with her the other day, and I just asked her about her husband's family and her family, like her parents. She said that we were never slaves. I believe her dad's side is mixed with Caucasian, and then her mother's side is straight up Native American, like straight up Indian. And same thing with my great grandfather, her husband. Like his mom had more of a Caucasian side, and then dad had Native American. And even on my grandmother's side, on my mother's side, because that's my dad's side of the family. On my mother's side of the family, same fucking story. We were Native Americans. We were native to this land. They always tell us we came from Africa. We were shipped in Africa. I know that my story is just one story, but for so long I believed that I was African. And it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same story, especially if you're from the South. Especially if you're from the South. You're from Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, maybe even, I don't even know if I want to say Florida or not. I guess you can count Florida too. Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. If you from all these places, you're fucking native, most likely. But yeah, anyway. Even if you from like California and Colorado and all the like places out west and shit like that, you're fucking native. Most likely. They try to paint this narrative of what a Native American looks like, but there was niggas out there too. They just don't want to let you know that. They want to keep you fucking lost and confused and throw you all over the fucking place. But anyway, with all that being said, I also started studying brainwashing. I came up with the idea, crazy idea last night. I'm just like, if I really want to reprogram my mind, and they programmed us since birth, really, but you can also reprogram someone. Okay, first of all, I'm at a children's park. Look at this shit. I know I'm going all over off topic, but y'all just got to listen. I'm at a children's park, basketball court, whatever, and they just turned this shit into a dog park. I mean, and it says it's illegal to have your dog off the leash at this park, but they don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't really give a shit either, as long as them niggas don't come trying to get me. But what I'm saying is, they can do whatever the fuck they want. We were to do that shit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, what I'm trying to say now, back on topic. Sorry. Brainwashing. So, in cults, they brainwash. They brainwash in society, government. Government literally means mind control. To govern the mental. Government. Govern means control, so control the mental, control the mind, all of these fucking things. I'm looking at my notes right now, but if you can be brainwashed, have y'all ever seen movies or shows or whatever, or like seen MK Ultra or like dark psychology or whatever, or like cult type things where they reprogram someone's mind or brainwashed brainwash someone's mind to do what they wanted them to do, or believing what they wanted them to believe in. Like, they literally have, like, if you look at they cloned Tyrone, they had them in little cells or little rooms, and they were just feeding them the same bullshit. I believe it was they cloned Tyrone. I can't remember, but all I know is they had a show, and they had the person's eyeballs just stuck open, and they had the damn TV screen playing right in front of them on repeat, showing them the same thing, the same song playing on repeat. Like, I've seen like a kidnapping movie where they had the same song going on repeat over and over and over and over again. Or even in school, when you do something bad and they tell you to write down, I will not do this, I will not do this, write it down 100 times or 200 times or 50 times or whatever. That is brainwashing. That is a form of brainwashing. So I'm just like, if they brainwash me to do what they want, why can't I brainwash myself to get my desired reality? And in order to get your desired reality, like they always say, change your thoughts. I've said this shit too, but change your thoughts and your belief system, and have an emotional attachment to that. Not attachment, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Have an emotional effect, or emotional arousal from the thought and belief. And basically your mind is the electrical part. It charges up the heart, sends the messages to the heart, and the messages, whatever emotion that you get from that, it magnetically pulls it in. That is the spiritual side of it. But we're going to talk about a psychological and the anatomical side of it, like the physical side of it, so that you can use both of these things to get your desired reality at a much faster rate. As I'm assuming, I'm definitely going to try this shit out on myself, but I just wanted to just come here and express my thoughts before I probably forgot them or whatever, because this is just fresh on my brain. I just like studied this shit until like 6 a.m. So I got up at 3, whatever the fuck. So yeah, this fresh on my brain. I just wanted to get this shit out. The sky looking great, by the way. But anyway, yeah. So if that's how you brainwash somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways to brainwash a person. Like the cults, they use ways of like society to kind of shame you if you're not doing what everybody else is doing. Same thing with religion, because y'all may not like this shit, but it's the truth. If you look it up, synonyms for religion or synonym for church. Actually, look up synonym for cult, and you're gonna see religion or church or some of that shit in there. It's a fucking cult. You believe it. You all believe in the same. And cults aren't bad. Cults are not terrible unless you make them terrible. They can be, but they're not terrible. Like off rip, they're just what it is, and you can make it bad or you can make it good. I mean, that's with anything. Like you can make a drink bad, or you can make it good, or you can make a thought bad, or you can make it good. Things are things. You make them what you want, and you attach whatever ethic or moral to it, energy to it, whatever, positive, negative, whatever. You make it whatever you want to make it. You charge things up. Things are things. But anyway, cults, yes. Even like in cults, what they do is they make you feel bad in society, or not even that, but let's just say use religion for example. They shame people for being gay because they think that they're going to go to hell, or they say that they're going to go to hell, and all those kinds of things. And it's just like that's a form of brainwashing someone. That's literally a form of like psychological brainwash. You're trying to get the person to adopt your belief system because you want them to do what you want them to do. So you're going to tell them that this is bad and shame them for it, and create a book that says it in the book and all of these kinds of things. I'm not saying that gay is good or bad. I'm just telling shit for what it is. So with all that being said, there are so many ways to brainwash yourself. But if you're going to brainwash yourself to believe in the things that you want, basically your desired reality, your desired version of yourself. So with that being said, for example, let's say that I want to become abundant and I feel broke. I feel like I don't have any money in my account, or maybe I don't have any money in my account. I don't have a job. I don't want a job. I want to become financially free, or I want to attract a lot of friends in my life, or I want to get a new relationship and find a partner that I really resonate with, or I want to I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to do, lose weight, gain weight, whatever the fuck you want to do, that's your desired reality, right? We already know that you have to align your thoughts and belief systems with your desired reality to attract that desired reality. But the crazy part is, how can you transform your thoughts if you've been so accustomed and used to the same mindset and the same thoughts for so long? For example, if you are in poverty and you want to become a millionaire, how do you align your thoughts of those with a millionaire when all you're used to seeing is poverty and you know what I'm saying, being broke or driving a car with no AC and all of that? Everybody around you is broke. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's all I'm losing my train of thought because somebody just came over here. I'm trying to remember. But basically, how can you reprogram your mind when all you used to and all you know is poverty and is, you know what I'm saying, being broke as hell and not having enough money to pay for this or pay for this bill, or you leeching off people or living off people because you ain't got nowhere else to stay and all those kinds of things. How can you reprogram your mind to think that you're successful when you ain't got shit in your account? Those are the type of things that may seem impossible. So when somebody's talking about aligning your thoughts to manifest your reality, you're just like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Delusion. Delusion is the number one thing. Dead ass. You have to be delusional. Like, that's just step one. Delusion. And if you want to make it easier, I say brainwash yourself, which is what I'm about to tell you right now. There are so many ways to brainwash yourself, but repetition is one of the ways that I'm going to use. I know this video has been stretched, but I just wanted to make a good explanation of what I'm talking about before I just went into that. And yeah, so repetition. So you want the things that you are doing. So writing affirmations, verbally saying it, visualizing, and embodiment. Those are the 4 different things that you're going to repeat every single day until your desired reality matches up with your current life, your present, whatever the fuck, the life you're living right now. So with these 4 things, with the affirmations, repetitively saying, writing, embodying, and visualizing every single day, right? You want to evoke an emotional arousal with this. So like, it's also great to, like, let's say, I think I'm jumping ahead of myself right now. So if I'm writing affirmations, you want to affirm as if you already have these things. You don't want to affirm as saying, I will be, I want to be, I want to have. No. If you want a new car, right, like, do gratitude type of affirmations, like, I'm so grateful for my new car, or I feel so happy and successful with the financial abundance that I've created. Like, speak as if you already have these things, right? And you write this shit down 100 times a day, 1,000 times a day if you want to. Write this shit out, and then when you write it out, say it. And honestly, saying it, like, damn, I'm so grateful to have this new car, that gives you an emotion. It emotionally charges you. And if it doesn't, find a phrase that does. Like, in your heart, you should feel it should start tingling. You should start feeling happy all over your body. It should start tingling. You should start feeling so happy. It needs to be a strong emotion. You should start feeling so happy and so, like, wow, like, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you saying it, you need to visualize it. And when you visualize, you need to use all 5 senses. So you need to, how does the leather feel on the seats? How does the wind feel as my convertible is rolling back and the wind is blowing through my hair? Like, how does that feel? How does the steering wheel feel? What am I seeing? Am I seeing the BMW logo? Am I seeing a Jeep logo? Or am I seeing black interior? You know what I'm saying? How does it smell? That new car smell? Like, what does it feel like when I touch it? What am I hearing? Is it like vroom vroom? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta visualize, use all of your senses when you're visualizing these things. That will give you more of an emotional feeling. And when you do physical things, like, pretend you grabbing the wheel, you know what I'm saying? Close your eyes. It's much better when you close your eyes. But pretend you grabbing the wheel, you know what I'm saying? And turning it. And how smooth does the wheel feel? How smooth does the turn feel? How does the road feel? Is it bumpy? Is it a bumpy ride? Or is it a smooth ride? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things you need to be trying to visualize with the stuff you're trying to manifest. Don't try to manifest 1,000 things at once. Choose one thing that you want, and then you manifest that. And then once you manifest that, you can keep going with more things. You are a magician. You can always do this shit anytime you want. So, affirmations, right? That's the first thing. Let me just try to stay in alignment here with what I'm talking about. Affirmations. Affirm as if you already have it, and write this shit out at least 100 times a day. You have a morning or an evening routine, or a rising and evening routine, and do this shit. Saying it. Say it and affirm that you already have your desired reality. And after your exercise, when you're already like excited, or it's really good to do these things too, like saying it or visualizing it or writing it out or embodying these things. It's really, really good to do this like after you're working out, or after you reach like an emotional peak or heightened emotion. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're already excited or feeling positive about something. Like, let's say something just happened to you and it just made you smile. Oh shit, sorry. It just made you smile and you're like, oh my God, I feel so good. It doesn't even got to be attained, like it doesn't even have to attain to what you're trying to manifest. It can just be whatever. When you're at a heightened emotion, slap that shit in there. Like, okay, yeah, thank you God so much for this new car. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this new car. I'm so happy for this new car. This new car makes me feel like this. It makes me, you know what I'm saying? Like, say shit like that. When you're at a heightened emotion, it will amplify it. But anyway, with the visualization, let's say, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Oh yeah, vision boards. I made a video about this too. You don't have to like buy a fucking poster board and print out pictures and cut out magazines and all of that. You don't have to do that. If you want to do that, that's fine. But you can literally just go on Pinterest and screenshot shit that you want and put it in an album in your phone, and go to that album and just swipe and look at it and feel the emotion while you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it make you feel? If these pictures don't make you feel any type of emotion, or it make you feel good at all, there's no point in using that picture. Use a picture that makes your heart, makes you tingle. If that shit don't make you light up and start tingling inside, that's not the picture for you. You want one that makes you feel good. Like, and you got to be descriptive. Like, if you want a BMW, go on Pinterest and look at BMW interior. Like, a lot of people go on there and take a picture of a Jeep, like of the car they want, and they're like, let's say they got the hand on the steering wheel and they drive, and then they sit in the passenger seat and they got a beautiful view in the back, like shit like that. Like, try to find pictures that show that you're actually in the seat driving a car, or whatever the case is. Like, show stuff like that. It's better when you don't see other people doing it. It's like a point of view type of thing. Show that. And screenshot these things, create your vision board, and visualize this shit daily. Also, embodiment. If you want to be more successful, dress more successful. If you want to be more athletic, dress more athletic. Go buy a gym membership, or go work out every day, and carry yourself as a professional person would, or as a gym person would, or whatever the fuck. Like, carry yourself as how you visualize that version of yourself would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a millionaire right now, imagine yourself as a millionaire. How would I dress? How would I think? How am I carrying myself? What kind of clothes am I wearing? What kind of cologne am I putting on? Or perfume am I putting on? What kind of car am I driving? You know what I'm saying? And go to the dealership and go test drive these cars. Go look at these cars. I don't give a fuck if you got to go to a new dealership every day, or the same one every damn day. You want to get this car, go look at that goddamn car, and don't give a fuck what these people got to say. You here to look at the car. The car's there for looking. You gonna look at the shit. Look at the shit every single damn day, or as much as you can. Your social media, reprogram this is also aligned with the visualization part. Align your social media. If you're gonna be on it, I advise you to not really be on it, but if you are gonna be on it, align. Every person you follow needs to be aligned with your goal. So if you want to work out, either unfollow or make a new account with all of the people that are buff, looking like how you want, or successful, whatever you want to manifest. People in love, you want a new relationship, you know what I'm saying? Look at different couples. Like, keep looking at the shit. You want to see it on repeat. Don't follow nobody that's not aligned with your goal. Don't look at nobody's page that's not aligned with your goal. Recreate your algorithm for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the fuck you want. And if people And if you don't want to unfollow people, just don't be on that social media at that time, because it's going to fuck up your reprogramming. You're trying to brainwash yourself. So you want to see this shit everywhere you look. It needs to be on your wall. It needs to be on your phone, your wallpaper. It needs to be, you need to hear it every fucking day. You need to go to sleep listening to these affirmations. Like, you need to write these affirmations down every day. You need to say these affirmations every single day. Like, you literally have to brainwash yourself with delusion. And there will be resistance at first. You may feel silly or goofy because you may be like, well, I don't have this shit, so how am I gonna why would I do this, or whatever the fuck. All the limiting beliefs, you can fucking dismiss all of those with meditation, journaling, breath work, things of that nature, or even affirmations. But in the beginning, you may still feel silly as fuck. Your conscious mind may still feel silly. But the more you continuously do these things, you will slowly but surely reprogram your subconscious mind without even knowing or realizing it. And when you reprogram your subconscious mind, you're already there. That's the whole point. You just want to reprogram your subconscious mind. The more you see something like dead ass, like people that have done like the MK Ultra shit, research that. Like the CIA, I believe, did experiments on people trying to brainwash and do mind control with the people. And yeah, those people didn't want to believe in whatever the fuck they was trying to make them believe in. Like, even when Christianity first became a thing, because there were other religions before Christianity came into play. And I'm not trying to just knock Christianity. I don't believe in it, but I'm not trying to knock Christianity. I'm just using it as an example right now. So basically, there were other religions before Christianity came into play. Somebody created a religion, Christianity, and then they made other people. They went to different countries and shit. They was forcing people to believe in this shit, banishing people for not believing in it. They was doing all kind of crazy shit. And eventually, everybody Christian in different states or countries that didn't even fucking believe, had their own culture, had their own religion. Now all of a sudden they Christian and believing in Jesus Christ, like Koreans or Africans and people in Europe, people in fucking America. Like, we all had our own damn religions and spiritual belief systems. But a lot of, like, even slaves, like, they would beat slaves for not even speaking English. Like, you had to speak English. Don't speak your language. Don't fucking worship your God. Worship our God. Worship Jesus Christ. Do not do this. And that's they're brainwashing them. I know it just got dark as hell, y'all. But they're brainwashing them. And what that is, if they can do that to make you what they want you to be, don't mind all this. It's dry out here, y'all. I gotta have it. But if they can brainwash you to adopt a whole new religion, you can brainwash yourself to adopt whatever mindset or desired reality that you want. And that is the whole purpose and point of this video. Brainwash yourself to get your desired reality, because you need your thoughts and belief systems to align with your desired reality to be on the frequency. I hope that y'all understand what I'm saying. In order to attract the desired reality you want, you have to already be on the frequency of that reality. If you're on the frequency of that reality, then everything that you need and want will start coming to you without you having to put in any extra effort or actions. It will already come to you. I mean, of course, like, if you want to have a successful business, you have to start the business. You have to create the business. Like, you have to do the common sense things, yeah. But, like, if you want to be successful, treat yourself as a millionaire. What would a millionaire do with this money right now that I have? Or whatever the fucking case is. Yeah, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. This video was just, I've made the previous videos about how to manifest your desired reality. Go watch those, or manifest whatever the fuck you want in your life. But this is just about how to do the first step, how to program your thoughts, because that's the hardest part. Like, yeah, that sounds easy. You program your thoughts, and then you get your emotions, and then you get the frequency, and then bam, you got whatever you want. But you have to, the thoughts is the most important part, and that's the hardest part. So I just wanted to make a video about that. Peace. That's it.